Just a moment. It was really a rhetorical question.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense that you would stop talking. Then you really didn't qualify for court-appointed attorney services, did you?
I will figure it out.
This is what you're not going to do. You're not going to talk while I'm talking.
Okay.
I said that when you were before me earlier, but you still seem to think you can talk while I'm talking. Ms. Wall.
He said I needed to say it to
Ms.
him.
Wall, you have to stop talking. That's the way it works. Once more, in my courtroom, you'll be banned. I just wanted to tell you, you are not welcome back. Don't come back to my courtroom. That's it.
All right, now you can leave.
Have a good life.
This defendant waits until the literal morning of her jury trial to fire her lawyer, claiming they never spoke, which is the oldest trick in the book to delay a criminal case. This girl is facing some serious felony charges for meth possession. Yet, she's treating the courtroom like a customer service counter where she can just demand a new manager. The best part is when her mom decides to jump in from the gallery thinking she can sass the judge. And let me tell you, this judge is absolutely not having it. And a huge thanks to Courtroom TV for this video. Let's dive in.
Good morning, Your Honor. Candace Mann on behalf of the people, P80652.
And good morning, Your Honor. Danian Woodson, P68870, on behalf of Ms. Pruitt, who is standing to my left. Ms. Pruitt, please state your name for the record.
Jessica Pruitt.
Good morning, Ms. Mann, Ms. Bratty, and Ms. Pruitt. An issue as to whether the parties want to settle this matter. And we have a jury that is waiting. I understand after having a sidebar discussion with counsel, Ms. Pruitt, that you want to proceed to trial, but you want a new lawyer. Is that right?
That's correct. We have not spoken one time one-on-one about this case. I don't feel like I've been represented at all. I've not been guided. I've been kind of doing it on my own. It's great. I like her and everything, but I need somebody who's going to see what I'm talking about,
Did she review the discovery with you?
She sent it to me in an email. We've never spoke about anything.
You didn't discuss it with her today?
No.
You didn't discuss the offer today?
No, not the offer again. The last offer that she told me, I said no to.
So you're saying that you have not spoken about the case with your attorney this morning?
No, at all, period. Throughout this whole process. I've wrote emails stating my concerns and she's emailed me back, but we've never got to discuss the actual, event of what led up to this.
Well, we've had 1, 2, 3 final conferences. And
That's
you are
correct.
telling me now,
Well,
after 7 hearings, that you had not spoken to your attorney?
That
Is that
correct.
right?
Yes, that is
Does that
correct.
make sense to you, Ms. Pruitt?
Well, I gave the benefit of the doubt. I was
It's
hoping
actually-
that she would surprise me.
No, just a moment.
I don't know.
Just a moment. Just a moment. It was really a rhetorical question.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make sense.
Well, it doesn't.
It doesn't make sense that you would stop talking. It doesn't make sense that you would not have advised the court that you hadn't spoken to your lawyer in 7 hearings.
Right. I
Now,
understand.
what she did or didn't do is a different issue, but I have to find strict necessity to avoid manifest injustice to adjourn or reschedule a jury trial on the day of trial when all of the preparation for your trial is made before today, and there's a jury that is at this moment waiting for me to call them from downstairs. So do you intend to hire an attorney?
I do.
Okay, how long will it take you to do that?
I'm not sure. It won't find one today.
So how long do you think it would take you to engage an attorney?
Maybe a week or so.
I can't have a maybe. You know what your finances look like. How
Okay.
long will it take you?
A week.
If it would take you a week to get an attorney, then you really didn't qualify for court-appointed attorney services, did you?
Well, yes, I did. I will figure it out. I mean, there are ways to make
Ms.
it
Pruitt, your case needs to be tried or your case needs to be settled. Either way, you need to have an attorney.
I understand.
And I don't want to set a date for no reason. I need you, and this is my 3rd time asking you now, to give me a date where you can be confident that you can have an attorney of your choice whom you pay for standing beside you. How long will it take you to do that?
A week.
Okay, so we'll come back in a week. We'll schedule the jury trial at that time when you have a new lawyer. And just so you know, Ms. Woodson, I'm going to be looking into the allegations that Ms. Pruitt made today. They're very serious, and I cannot let them go unaddressed, especially because It appears that it is requiring the delay of jury trial. 9 a.m. Make sure that you tell your new attorney, Ms. Pruitt, of the date.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning again, counsel. And Ms. Pruitt, please state your name again for the record, ma'am.
Jessica Pruitt.
Thank you. Thank you for coming back so quickly, Ms. Pruitt. When you left, I had another sidebar discussion with counsel, and I realized, while I was made aware, that I did not give Ms. Wooden an opportunity to respond to your allegations. So I'm going to do that now. Ms. Wooden?
Yes, Your Honor. The court instructed me at sidebar earlier today to call to find out exactly where Ms. Pruitt was, how far away she was, and if she was interested in the offer. At which point I stepped out into the hallway into the conference room, and I called Ms. Pruitt, asked her how far away she was. She said she was on Grand River. I said, Grand River what? She said she was 8 minutes away.
Okay, this is actually getting intense because the judge actually dragged them back into court because she realized she didn't let the lawyer defend herself, and now the attorney is bringing the absolute heat, revealing she literally just spoke to the defendant on the phone 10 minutes ago. It completely destroys the lie the defendant earlier. It completely destroys the defendant's earlier lie about never speaking to her counsel. The lawyer is listing off exact timestamps and conversations like a receipt machine, proving that the defendant wasn't ignored. She was just dodging reality pretty much. It is just so satisfying to watch the defendant's story crumble in real time because she just didn't think the lawyer would get a chance to call lab. You can't just slander your attorney in open court and expect them to stay silent when their professional reputation is on the line. I mean, she really thought she pulled a fast one here, but now she looks like a total liar.
Then I asked her about the offer again. We discussed it. I explained to her that even if the narcotics were found to be not hers, she's charged with 2 felonies. And based on her behavior in the body cam footage, the resisting and obstruction charge was likely to happen. I also explained to her, when the officers told you to stop, you were supposed to stop. When you don't do that, that is failure to obey a lawful order. When you continue to thrash around, that's resisting. We had that discussion this morning. She said she wanted an attorney who believed in her, at which point I asked her if she wanted a new attorney, and she said yes. At that point, I went out in the hallway. I looked for the prosecutor. I explained to the prosecutor what happened. Shortly after that, Ms. Pruitt came into the courtroom. We asked for approach, and there we are.
So
I'll admit that Ms. Pruitt has changed her phone number. I just got an email from her this morning with a new phone number, and that's the phone number I used to call her when the court instructed me to call her. We have communicated primarily through email because the phone numbers that I have from Ms. Pruitt keep changing. We were supposed to discuss this case on Monday at 2:30. The phone number I had for her then, I didn't receive an answer. That's the same phone number I texted her at this morning at 7:45 to tell her we were in Judge Green's courtroom. At 9 o'clock, I decided to email her to ask her if she received my text. She said no. She thought the court date was at 10. That's when I reminded her. I told her 8:30. That's when she told me about child care stuff in the email, and that's when she emailed me her new number to say that I can't remember, she said she lost her phone and her phone was broken.
okay. So her allegation that she's never spoken to you about the case is technically accurate, but you've had communication with her via email is what you're saying.
Because of the lack of phone communication, because of the inconsistencies of the phone numbers, I have spoken to her before and after every court date. I have also worked with the prosecutor to try to make this offer as favorable as possible for her. We had agreed to not only dismiss the resisting obstruction, but to allow her to plead to 7-4-11 on the possession charge and to do it as a no contest plea.
What's the offer, Ms. Mann?
Your Honor, the offer is for the defendant to plead to a reduced charge of count 1. It would be reduced from controlled substance possession of methamphetamine to attempt possession of methamphetamine, which reduces it from a 10-year felony to a 5-year felony. In exchange, the people are agreeing to dismiss count 2, police officer assaulting, resisting, obstructing, with a sentence agreement of 2 years probation, substance abuse evaluation and treatment as directed, anger management, 40 hours of community service. The defendant is eligible for a sentence under 333.7411, and the people would have no objection. And then any other terms or conditions or fines that would be set by the court.
After hearing from your lawyer, who's an officer of the court, by the way, so I don't need to put her under oath. Anything that she tells me is the equivalent of being under oath because of her status as an attorney. This is what you're not going to do. You're not going to talk while I'm talking.
She literally cannot stop herself from interrupting the judge. I mean, did you hear that shutdown? The judge just told her straight up that she needs anger in impulse control management. And honestly, she's not wrong. You are facing a 10-year felony and you decide now is the time to talk over the magistrate. It just shows exactly why she got that resisting arrest charge in the first place. This lady just refuses to just listen and comply. The judge is trying to explain an incredibly generous plea deal. And this girl is just too busy catching an attitude to realize she's been thrown a lifeline. It's like she thinks she's arguing with a teacher instead of a court of law. I mean, I really don't know how the judge has the patience not to just revoke her bond right there. But yeah, do you think the defendant here is just nervous, or is she genuinely incapable of listening?
I said that when you were before me earlier, but you still seem to think you can talk while I'm talking.
I'm sorry.
It's hard because you need anger and impulse control management. That's why. Control yourself.
Okay.
This offer is exceedingly generous, especially the 7411 component. And although I have never done it, if you go to trial on this and you are convicted, I will be sentencing you with the fact that you had no defense in mind. Do you understand? Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, would the court entertain a motion to withdraw?
No, no, because she doesn't have a lawyer right now. But I will at the next hearing.
Okay.
Ma'am? Call her back here. Ma'am,
Amy can stand right up here.
Right here.
Yep.
who are you?
I am Jessica's mother.
And your last name be Pruitt or something else? What's your
Something
name?
else.
What is it?
Walls, Walls.
Thank you. Ms. Walls,
Yes, ma'am.
you're welcome to be in this courtroom anytime that you are in the area, for that matter. This is a public space.
I'm aware.
I understand why your daughter interrupts people
I
while
knew
we
you were
talk.
going to say that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you can't help it, can you?
I can't help defending myself when I feel like my rights are being violated. That's right. I simply was stating a fact that on the board downstairs, it does say 10 o'clock. I didn't take a picture of it, but I just wanted to make you aware of that.
Ms. Wall?
He said I
Ms.
needed
Wall,
to say it to
Ms.
him.
Wall, you have to stop talking. That's the way it works.
I see.
I would like for you to be welcome in this courtroom anytime your daughter is here before court. If you are disruptive once more in my courtroom, you'll be banned. That's why I brought you back, to tell you that. Do you understand?
I understand.
Thank you.
All right.
Am I able to speak now?
I would
No.
like to. Help.
We're slating the church.
Ms. Wall? Ms. Wall?
You really want to entertain my motion, Your Honor?
No, I will not. Apple certainly doesn't fall far from the tree. I just wanted to tell you, you are not welcome back. Don't come back to my courtroom. That's it.
All right, now you can leave.
Have a good life.
I advise you not to say anything on the way.
And you're welcome to view on YouTube anytime your daughter has a hearing.
That was honestly exhausting just to watch. So I can't imagine how the judge felt dealing with that tag team of entitlement. I mean, you have the daughter lying about her lawyer to stall the trial and the mom thinking she runs the courtroom. It really just shows the lack of accountability is often a family trait. But yeah, the judge was incredible for keeping her cool. Yeah. But then again, I mean, it's just scary how disconnected some people are from reality. Like, when you're in a criminal court, you need to be humble. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, or else you're going to have a very bad time. This case is a perfect example of how not to help your family member. I mean, the mom pretty much just cemented the judge's negative opinion of them. And it makes you wonder if the daughter would be in this mess if she had been told no a few more times growing up. Now, the daughter has to come back next week to face a felony trial completely alone. But yeah, guys, do you think the daughter is going to end up in jail next week when she comes?